I want to circle back to the first story you told when your mentor came to you and asked what you want for your life. And this is so common for most people when oftentimes they're not either we haven't thought about the things that we really want, or there's a glass ceiling that's always been placed, whether it's through media, whether it's through parents, family, friends, people around. There's just this limitation that's been set. And I want to talk about breaking frames a little bit, because I think sometimes if we don't know the right questions to ask, then we have all the resources, as you mentioned. We just don't know how to place that into the right direction. And
Yeah.
I think you had a post, which is some of the biggest mistakes that people make when we set goals. Talk to us a little bit about that and just breaking
Sure.
frames that's been constrained into our little box our whole lives.
Huh. So most people set goals by looking at their education, high school, university, vocation. They set goals based on current circumstances, what I know, what I don't know, the marketplace, and they set goals based on what they believe they might be able to achieve. And that's one way to set goals, and you're surely, going to either take action in alignment with those goals. But some people recognize that I have this powerful brain. Like what most people don't think about, which I do, is like as you and I are talking right now, you're talking to that. I'm talking to years of that. It's an electromagnetic switching station, right? So I'm talking to this phenomenally intelligent biocomputer. And I own one. Like our creator gave me one. And so how do I use it better? And here's the question. Could I use one of the faculties of my mind called imagination to dream? Like if I couldn't fail, if I couldn't get hurt, if I couldn't, like what would I dream? If I dared you to dream, write out what you would love to do, be, have, experience. Just write it out. Like forget about any consequences that might hurt you, right? Like where would you want to go? Who would you want to help? How much wealth would you like to accumulate? Where would you like to travel? How would you love to feel? How would you love to look? Right? Like why not just dare to imagine? Let's just start with that. And let's say you did that. Let's say you said, okay, I'll play along, John. I said, well, isn't that called a vision? For some of you would love to have, do, be, experience. Yeah, okay, great. What would you need to believe? Just play along with me. What would you need to believe in order to make that a possibility, but more of a predictability? What would you need to believe about yourself? And what would you need to believe about being that it's possible to do that? Right? We have people like Elon Musk that want to colonize Mars, and he believes he can do it. Therefore, he's working on it, right? We have people that believed back in the early 60s that we could put a man on the moon and bring them home safely. And then we did it in 1968, I believe, right? So what would you need to believe in order to have, do, be, experience the vision that's not real right now, just an imagination? What would you need to believe? Great. What would you need to learn, like to move you towards that? Like, what would you need to learn? What would you need to learn about yourself? What would you need to learn about how to achieve that? Who could help you if you were serious about it? Like, who could help you? What could help you? Could you, I'm going to keep going back to AI, could you go to AI and put this pie in the sky dream with all of your particulars and all of your challenges and all that stuff and say, can you help me chart a course for the next 30 days, 60 days, 90 days so that I can get closer to that? And that is no different, Sean, than if I said to everybody who's watching or listening, can you jog a marathon right now? Running shoes, shorts, shirt right now. I'm in killer shape at 63. I can't run a marathon right now. But my question for everybody else is, could you run a marathon right now? And if the answer is yes, great. You've probably been practicing, because you don't normally run a marathon without being in killer shape for a marathon. But what if we said a year from now, all of us are going to get together and we are going to run the Vancouver or the Boston or the New York Marathon together. And we're just going to go at our own pace and we're going to cross the finish line together as a group. Could we not say, yes, let's do that? And then let's have a phenomenal party in Central Park, okay, at the end of it. And we're going to celebrate and we're going to do X, Y, and Z. And we're going to, get these awards and we're going to raise money for the charities of our dreams. And we create this vision. Could we not start today to say, well, what should I do today? Should I go for a 3-minute walk? Should I start to stretch a little bit today? Is there a certain food I should eat today and maybe give up some food? Is there a certain sleep pattern that I should maybe adopt? Should I exercise 2 times a week or 5 times a week? Should I what's the plan from wherever you are right now? And you can be out of shape, 100 pounds overweight. If we made a commitment to a year from now, could every one of us not learn the pieces of the puzzle specifically for us? And would we get better if we followed that plan in 30 days and then 30 more days and 30 more days? Wouldn't we be in better shape 90 days from now, physically, mentally, emotionally, if we followed a proper plan? And here's what I know. 99% of us that were committed to following the plan for us will run across that finish line together a year from now. So let's come full circle. What's holding you back is not your circumstance. What's holding you back is your decisions. What's holding you back is your lack of resourcefulness. What's holding you back is asking the wrong questions. What's holding you back is not your knowledge or your skill. It's your choices. And what makes us different than a pig or a horse is us humans have the ability to choose. And it's the awareness that gives us choice. And it's the choices that can buy our freedom, where we feel that the time that we use in our lives, when we use this time properly here to focus on the biggest, best version of ourselves for health, wealth, relationship, career, business, fun, charities, all that stuff, that we look back in time and we go, yeah, what a freaking great journey. And guess what you'll remember? You'll remember all the things that you thought were hard, that with practice and some skill, you kicked its ass. And that's what gave you the ability to do the things that you're dreaming of right now. Because success is not reserved for everybody. Success is reserved for those who are committed and disciplined to doing what it takes. End of story. That's it.